So I was riding this bike and there was a steep hill downwards, and that's the direction I was driving my bike. It's kind of a very windy experience, and it's quite nice if you like adrenaline, which I do. Not to the extremes though, but it's good to have some kind of what do you call it, risk training, if you will. Like, it's kind of risky to be driving down to a steep hill because you can hurt yourself. And once I was literally driving this bike and I drove down off a way too steep of a hill and I flipped over the front of my bike, and it's quite painful. Had bruises, there was some blood in some part of my body, so yeah, but it was painful. And speaking of blood, also when I was younger, I was tying my shoe in a classroom while it was a break between classes, and one of the students decided to push a chair onto me, and so he pushed the chair off the table and straight into my eyebrow. And chair hit me straight into my eyebrow, and I was bleeding. And the next thing I know, I'm starting to black out. It's kind of like a moment I'm conscious, then I kind of black out, and it's almost like half a minute was just gone. And that was happening till like the next day, because I had to like get stitches, and the doctor had to put some kind of a syringe into my forehead. Most likely it was some kind of painkiller before doing the stitches, and then it was kind of like, oh, so that's the next day already. What happened? Like, you know. But yeah, kind of went off the tangent, but it's relevant since I was talking about injuries. But yeah, as for blacking out, it is just weird. Like, you get hit, you bleed, you see that you have bled, because there was like a like, what do you call it, like a round, almost like a fist, but bigger size, like at least 5 to 7 times the size of the fist that I just showed. Blood on the floor, like 5 to 7 times the size of this fist that I show, and it was just weird. And then I was in this tunnel, and then I was in a public transport, and then I was sitting in a hospital waiting room, and then I was in the doctor's office. It's kind of like you just keep blanking out, like you have no idea what the hell is going on. This is just the weirdest experience. It's almost like moments of your life are just snapped out of your memory. But yeah, just wanted to touch on this blacking out part, because it's like weird. It's like the weirdest thing you can ever have. But anyway, to go back on bikes, yeah, having adrenaline while you drive is a great way to take some risk, because again, you can injure yourself But then again, if you never train yourself to take any risks, then when it comes time to take risks, you have reduced your chances to take a risk, and you have not gotten into the habit of taking any risk. Because in life, there's always going to be some risk, some opportunity. Hey, invest in this deal, one-time deal in life, and you can get some great rewards, some ROI, some money in the long term. But yeah, end of this video.